This video is on how to use the factorial. So let's begin with, what is a factorial? A factorial is something that is written as, for example, this, 4 factorial, which is an exclamation mark. And what 4 factorial is this. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, all the way down, starting at 4 and multiplying everything underneath it until you get to 0. You don't include 0. And then you hit the enter button, and it's 24. In the TI-83, TI-84, there is another function that does all this, and we go to math, hit the math button, and scroll across, and there's probability, and here's the factorial sign. So let's enter this correctly. But now if I were to hit this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, enter, it doesn't know what to do with it. You need to put the number in first. And when I say it, I mean the calculator doesn't know what you want to do. It assumes that you have something in ants that you want to actually use as your factorial. Don't want to do that. You want to put the 4 first, then go to math, scroll across, scroll down, there's the factorial. Now you have 4 factorial, which is 24. Does the same thing as multiplying 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay. You'll probably be using this factorial a lot, because it's not too tough multiplying 4 times 3 times 2. You can almost do it in your head to come up with 24. But what happens if you have something like 8 math factorial? Enter. 8 factorial, if you did that multiplication by hand to come up with 40,320, that would not be good. I mean, that would be a long time, and there's also to multiply it out. Plus, there would be issues of whether you might have made a mistake somewhere along the line. 8 factorial, 40,320. Okay, let's talk about something else here. Let's say you're being asked to do this, and let me clear this thing so I have something to actually write on. Let's say you had 19 factorial divided by 17 factorial. Now, to do that in your calculator, you might be tempted to do this. You come up with 19 factorial first. Enter. Ooh, that's ugly. I get a lot of emails when students do this, and they say, what the heck is this? Well, your 19 factorial is so enormous, your calculator cannot handle showing this information to you except in scientific notation. This 1.21641510004 exponent 17, actually that's 17 zeros out there. You move this decimal spot over, and I said that wrong. You move this decimal over 17 positions to come up with just an approximation. But you're being asked to do that 19 divided by 17. How are you going to do this if you don't even have the right number here? The best way to do this is to set up a fraction. 19, and let's get the math here. Factorial divided by, and we were going to 17 factorial. 17 math factorial 342. Your calculator can do all the work and then show you the exact answer. The problem is when the calculator tries to show you 19 factorial. But if you do all the work and not do 19 factorial and then come up with 17 factorial and then divide your two answers, that won't work. But here, 19 factorial over 17 factorial gives you the exact answer of 342. You can also do something like this. If you're being asked to come up with more complicated type factorial calculations, let me put another one in here. Let's do 19 factorial again. Enter, divided by, and let's say I'm going to put 9 factorial, and I'm going to put these in parentheses because I'm going to put 2 of them down here in the denominator. So I'm going to put, for example, 12 factorial. Oops, didn't go over enough. Factorial. And then I didn't put it in the parentheses, so let's delete it. And then let's put 8 factorial in here, just so I can show you how to put this in. 8 math enter. Now I close with parentheses, I hit enter. 6298.5. Okay, that's the exact answer. It is not in exponential notation. And if you look at this, the only thing I've added is showing you how to put more than 1 factorial in the denominator so you can come up with your answer using a single equation here. 19 factorial divided by 12 factorial, 8 factorial. And on that note, this video is complete.